Hello everyone. Today's vlog is all about the Green Home Grant, which is a government initiative to give grants to householders to put in energy efficient alterations in their home. And it's a grant that doesn't have to be paid back. The government are going to issue about 600,000 of these vouchers for householders worth about 2 billion. And each one could be up to £5,000 of value. In certain circumstances, it can be more than that, but assuming it's £5,000, that can go some way to putting in some energy efficient improvements in your home. So the whole purpose of this is to encourage people to go green, save the environment, reduce the carbon footprint, CO2 emissions, that sort of thing. So this it's not an amount to cover the cost of expenditure you've already had. So what you need to do is, if you're thinking about doing any of these things, and I'll give you the list in a moment, you need to apply to the government agency responsible for this, give them a quote. They may say that quote's too high, you've got to get another one. But basically you tell them what you plan to do, and they will then issue you with the grant if it's approved, and you carry on and do the work. So you cannot go to them retrospectively to say, well, I've put in a new bit of insulation in the loft, can you give me some money? It's got to be before you do it. However, there's nothing to stop you applying for some of the items which may top up something you've already done. So for example, if you've already got double glazing, you could apply for the grant for triple glazing. Now let's go through the list. So there is a primary list and a secondary list, and the items on the secondary list you can only apply for if you've got one or more of the items on the primary list. So the primary list is cavity wall insulation, loft insulation, underfloor insulation, air source heat pumps, ground source heat pumps, solar thermal heating, and biomass pellet boilers. They're all classed as primary measures. So you have to go for one of those for the grant. If you've gone for one of those, you can also then go for things listed on what they call the secondary list. And the secondary list, draft proofing, triple glazing, energy efficient replacement doors, secondary glazing, hot water tank insulation, thermostats, and heating controls. Now the subsidy for the second list is capped at the value of that for the first one. So there's quite a lot of things on those lists that you can go for. Now remember, it's a grant, you don't have to pay it back, but you do have to get in the next few months, because this will end on the 31st of March. And the government reckon it's going to cost about 2 billion, and maybe 600,000 vouchers will be given out under this scheme. So have a look at the Green Home Grant. In terms of what's the best thing to go for, which one gives you the most bang for your buck, a lot of commentators think that it's actually the air source heat pumps. If you go for the air source heat pumps, that'll normally cost between £10,000 and £12,000. You'll get £5,000 from the government under their incentive to pay for that. But then when you look at the potential savings on your energy bills, that more than outweighs the balance that's left. So in terms of what's going to be the most economical for you to purchase, including using this grant, have a look at air source heat pumps. So that's an overview of the Green Home Grant. If you like this video, do subscribe up here, and I will see you soon.